Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's Brewsday Tuesday time. Brought to you by the Fatback Soul Shack. Here is Draz and Huck.
That sounded good, didn't it?
It did. Oh, that sounded bad. I was trying to be cool and use the little...
We almost synchronized. Oh, no, you didn't
got it.
Oh, dude, yeah, you botched yours.
I messed it up.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
It's all good, man.
It is Brewsday Tuesday.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, professional, not can opener. Yeah, that's the back of the beer bottle openers. A lot of people get, you know, like the swag kinds. They do have that little lip, and I didn't know for the longest time that that's what that was for, is to open cans. But clearly, I guess it doesn't work very good.
No, it did not work very well.
It is Brewsday Tuesday, and as always, I am in studio with Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz. And if you didn't notice, there was a little something special in that intro, man. Brewsday Tuesday now sponsored by the infamous Fatback Soul Shack.
Good vittles.
Yes.
So, as they like to say, it ain't easy to be greasy.
Dude, but it's easy going down, I can tell you that much, man. We were out at Fatback Soul Shack just a week or two ago, eating some delicious food and checking out their awesome craft beer menu.
And I went back and got the chicken livers, and they were deluxe.
Did they? And I know that we got a sneak taste of those
the
fried green tomatoes.
Are on. They're on the menu now.
They weren't sure if they were going to put the fried green tomatoes on. We were the guinea pigs, and we were like, "Yeah, you should probably put those on the menu."
Well, back to beer. I brought beer that they sell there.
Fatback Soul Shack.
Yeah. So we got some Bell's Two Hearted Ale, which is a go-to for almost anybody that likes good beer.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, as soon as you handed me this, although I don't know if I've ever seen the can, I was like, "Oh, what can is this?" But yeah, Bell's Two Hearted Ale, to me, is one of the most I bet it has probably one of the highest ratings on Untapped. Like it's one of those craft beers that everybody loves.
I'm sure I gave it a 5 because I like to give 5s out, like their jelly beans at Easter.
It's so good.
It is good.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll talk about the beer in a minute. Didn't you have a special beer you took down to share with a friend this week?
I did.
Friend?
I was hoping you would bring this up. So you might remember last week on Brewsday Tuesday, we drank very old beer from the World's Fair. It was disgusting. And the 1982...
I think you're holding back on that. It was more than disgusting.
It was super disgusting. By the way, how did you feel after that? I felt so... I did get sick. That night I felt like total crap, man.
Well, I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt a little, queasy, so I took a, Pepto-Bismol or whatever my wife had that was similar, and went back to bed, and I was fine the next day.
Oh, man.
No other symptoms that I was aware of.
I was even feeling not so fine the next day, to tell you the truth. Like, that beer put me down. But either way, so it was beer from the World's Fair, 1982. And I did have a special Tennessee Volunteers can that was in honor of Doug Atkins, who was a football player that I guess he played in the early 50s there. So my idea was to take that can down to Bristol for the big game this past weekend and find a Volunteers fan that I think was, that's cool, that would appreciate it,
You were looking for a volunteer.
A volunteer. Somebody to volunteer. I was hoping to make a bit out of it to do on the tailgate show, but I couldn't get service, so I didn't even get to go on the show. But so we're walking, and I'm carrying this damn hot beer in my pocket, and I'm like, I want to get rid of this thing so quick. I was like, I got to find somebody to give this to soon. So sure enough, on our way to the very first tailgate, we're walking one way on the road, and there's 3 older Falls gentlemen, probably... I'd say they were all in their 60s, probably. And so I just stop them and I say, "Hey, you guys know who Doug Atkins is?" And it was in honor of Doug Atkins on the beer. And the one guy immediately was just like, "Who's Doug Atkins?" Well, Doug Atkins was the best lineman to ever play a game of football. And then the other one chimes in, "Number 81. Yeah, he graduated in 1952, played for the Saints and the Bears."
I think they were older than 60.
Dude, they just started spitting off all this Doug Atkins info at me. And so then I pulled out the can and told him the story of how I got it and everything. He was like, "Oh, man, man, well, that's something, huh? Well, go Hokies. I was like, yeah, man, go Hokies. But they were like very, very thrilled and very knowledgeable about Doug Atkins, because after that, we were quoting about Doug Atkins was the best man to play for football alive. Just quoting him the whole time. So I went up to many Volunteers fans after that, asking them who Doug Atkins was, and I'd say maybe 20% knew who he was. Everybody else was like, Doug Atkins, the country singer? And I'm like, you're not a true Vols fan. And I'll just walk away. Wrong. You're not a Vols fan.
But you're missing the question here. Did anyone drink that beer?
I doubt he would drink it.
But did anyone drink it? No one? You couldn't get anybody to drink it? I thought you were going to try to get somebody to drink it.
Well, like I said, I was going to try and make a bit out of it for the tailgate show, but I couldn't record breaks. I couldn't get service. Like, nothing. I couldn't do anything on my phone. So I was going to try and get somebody to drink it, but, dude, it was hot. It had been sitting on top of our car, like not in a cooler. I didn't have it cold. Nobody was going to drink that beer.
I'm thinking if 36 years didn't kill it, or 34, as the case may be, what's another couple hours on top of a car, you know?
Yeah, but, I mean, I should have at least had it chilled if I was going to try to actually make that happen, but I quickly learned that I'd rather give it to somebody that would appreciate it and put it on their mantle or whatever, like, Doug Atkins' biggest fan.
Well, yeah, maybe, we can next year if I guess we won't play him for a while now.
It'll be a while. I hope it won't be.
We'll put on eBay, see if we can get that $6.99 for it.
All right, maybe we'll try that. I got them all lined up here in the studio.
I saw that.
I like that. I like that.
Good beer themed studio now, more and more.
Yeah, more and more
got
beer.
Some beast back there, the old Milwaukee.
Yeah, they'll be and I got the bear.
Yeah, because there's a bear.
Yeah, the bear is on it.
Fair enough.
But
yeah, I got a lot of talk on the JR beer, and then I had somebody wants to bring me a Billy beer.
I know that you brought up it's funny how many people brought up the JR beer and immediately associated with the Billy beer.
Yeah, the Billy was the next big beer of that era. So I don't know if I'm going to get the Billy beer or not. I know the guy, so we'll see. He's out west though.
Are we going to really want to drink another old one like that? I'll try it. Why not?
What the heck?
Yeah,
it's political season. We drink it on Election Day.
There you go. Try and get it before Election Day. That'd be
drown
good.
our sorrows or feed them.
I think we're drowning our sorrows.
Anyway, yeah, you're right.
Either way you slice
it's going down the tube.
Yeah, but hey, let's get back to the Bells, man. So RC Two Hearted Ale, like we've been saying, it's kind of a staple in the craft beer community, and it's from Bells, which is another very, very well-known craft brewery. What do you know about Bells? I'm sure you probably know a thing or two.
Well, Bells is up in Kalamazoo, and you know what's up in Kalamazoo? All the cereal, which means all the grain. And that's why Founders and Bells and the breweries up there, New Holland, they all make really good beer because they have really good base products to make the beer from. And so Bells has been around a long time. He's kind of a curmudgeon of the beer industry.
Can you define curmudgeon?
Grumpy old man.
Okay.
And these cans are new, I'm thinking.
Is that why I didn't really recognize it at first?
They were making 16-ounce cans in 4-packs for a long time. Yeah. And these, I think, came out this summer, the regular 12-ounce cans.
So you can get a 6-pack.
Same coloration, same good beer, a couple of fish on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's a heart, but it looks like a fish. I don't know, fish heart?
They put like two fish together to make it look.
They look like a heart.
Yeah, it's two fish to make a heart.
Maybe it's some kind of heart fish.
I think that's great marketing. I think is what that is.
Of course it is. And then there's actually a Bell's tap taker coming over at a local restaurant in Blacksburg. I'd probably be wrong to say the name of the deuce, but they're going to be having, they say, 3 unicorns, which I would guess one of them's going to be the Hop Slam, one of them's going to be the Hop Solution, and they kind of tend towards darker beers. So there must be a stout or something they make that I'm not what do they call it? They're the worldwide stout, I think they make. So they must be a one-off worldwide stout, I would guess would be the third ones, if I had to guess.
WWS?
That's coming up in a week or two, I think. I'll probably be there, so.
Cool.
If y'all are in Blacksburg, check it out. Look on Facebook. I'll tell you. I'll share it on Facebook. Anybody wants to look there, I'll see exactly what's going on.
No doubt, man. So did you pull up Untapped? Have you already given it a 5? I know this is a beer that we've both already had before. I'm sure I've Untapped it too. I'm not too sure what my rating was.
Yeah, it's a 5. It's a clean 5. And it tastes even better out of the Soul Shack.
The Soul Shack pint glass. Yeah, I like the Soul Shack pint glass. But we're drinking these out of the can, but we always do pour it in a glass. And luckily, Soul Shack was kind enough to give us pint glasses. So
we're all set.
Two Hearted Ale from Bell's. It's an IPA, which also, when you think of craft beer, IPAs are just kind of I almost feel like that's in the beer community is the kind of, oh, that's a craft beer, IPAs, you know?
Yeah, I mean, IPAs have always been the biggest category of craft beer and forever. So other things come and go, and you know, if you look at somebody will say, well, the top 9 of the top 10 beers are stouts. Okay, well, a smaller number of people
are voting.
There's a smaller number of stouts being voted on. So the best of 20 versus the best of 2,000, you know, yeah, they're going to get a lot of votes because there aren't very many stouts out there, relatively speaking, to IPAs.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be some wrong logic to your mathematician there. But, okay, Two Hearted Ale. It says right on here, unpasteurized and #unfiltered. It is a beautiful hue to it, man. Isn't that a beautiful beer? It really is just a nice beer. I just looked at my old rating. I previously had given it a 3.5.
Yeah. But you didn't like IPAs when we started doing this show.
Yeah, I'm not the... Yeah, IPAs have grown on me. Oh, no. Apparently, I gave it a 3. And I put it's hearty solid. I wonder if that means, I don't know.
You thought it was a breakfast beer.
And then I gave it almost a 4, better than I remember, but I don't love it as much as other people. And now I think it's getting even better. I'm going from a 3 to a 3.75. I'm going to give it a 4.25. It's not a perfect 5, but it is a damn good beer, man. Bell's Two Hearted. It is a staple in the craft beer community. And if you've never had one, you can, of course, grab one at the Fatback Soul Shack.
And a lot of people that say they don't like IPAs because a lot of them are very bitter. This one's not. So if you're out there and you say, I don't like IPAs, you should try the Two Hearted Ale.
Yeah, it's true. It is not... Yeah, you're exactly right.
So the Brewers Association says that craft beer is very popular, and that it's increased in sales, but they don't say exactly what percentage it is. But I remember it was 80, but I think it's down around 60 now.
Well, speaking of percentages, one thing that is nice about this Two Hearted Ale is a nice 7% ABV, which is pretty hearty.
Yeah, it's all about the growth. I can't find the actual number of. I'll find it, but not right this second.
Okay, cool. Well, you know what? Maybe you can find it after I play this tune, and we'll come back, pop another cap, and Brewsday Tuesday segment Deuce Day
number 2
coming at you right after this. Stick around.